Do you get annoyed or frustrated trying to get these little SIM cards oriented correctly in SIM slots on mobile internet devices? You're not alone. Hi, I'm Andy with the Mobile Internet Resource Center, and in this short video we'll go over some tips and tricks for how to easily get these little SIM cards correctly inserted into the SIM slots on various types of devices, including mobile hotspots, smartphones, tablets, and mobile routers. So the first example we'll look at here are mobile hotspot devices. Here we have 3 different mobile hotspot devices. These all happen to be from Netgear, but most every mobile hotspot device is the same, and the SIM card slot is located typically under the battery in the back. On these two, we've already removed the backing and the batteries, and on this one, we'll do that now. So the backing peels off, and then you can pop the battery out, and you see the SIM card right there. Now to get it out, all you have to do is come in with your finger and slide it out of the slot carefully. And there you go. And each one of these has a little diagram showing which way the SIM card is supposed to go. And the thing to pay particular attention to is where they have the notch on the little diagram. So on this one, the notch is in the top left. That means the SIM has to go in this way. And you can put it in and slide it in until it's all the way slid in, and then it's complete. Now this one takes a little bit larger SIM, and this one is different in that the notch is towards the back instead of towards the front like in the previous one. But the principle is the same. You slide the SIM in just like that, and then you put the battery and the back cover back on, and you are good to go.
Other hotspot devices might operate differently, such as this Inseego MiFi X. It has a little tab you have to lift up, and then you have to kind of wiggle the SIM card out of its slot and then insert it back in and then reset the tab.
Now for phones and tablets, there are 2 main ways that SIM cards work. In the more modern devices, the device will have a small tray on the side of the device, and there will be a little hole here, and you need a special tool like this that you can pop in that hole. And what that does is it pops out a little tray that holds the SIM card. Now the SIM card will only go in a certain way, again because of that notch. And then once you have the SIM card in there, you can slide the tray back in and it's done. Now on some older devices and smartphones, it'll be more similar to the mobile hotspot device, where you'll have a back case that you pop off, and there'll be a battery in there, which you can remove, and then there will be a SIM card slot very similar to what you see in a mobile hotspot device. And so last, but certainly not least, are mobile routers and other cellular devices. Now with these, there are all sorts of ways that SIMs can be used. Typically, there's going to be a slot on the side where you insert the SIM card, and then it's got a springiness to it, and you push it in and it springs and clicks in. Now on this device, it's very handy where it shows very clearly which way you're supposed to orient the SIM, with the notch to the back and to the left. So we can take that, put the SIM in, press it down, and there's a little click, and then it's in there. Now to take it out, you push it in. You don't pull it out. You push it in, and it springs, so it sticks out a little bit, and then you can grab it and pull it out. Again, to look at it from this angle, click it in there. That's it inserted. And then to take it out, you click it again and pull it out. Now that works on routers with 2 SIM slots as well. For example, this Spitz uses 2 SIM slots, and it works exactly the same way. The main difference is that it uses these smaller nano-sized SIMs, And you can't quite see it, but it has a little diagram of which way the SIM is supposed to go. But you do it the same way, and it can be kind of difficult if you don't have some fingernails to get it in there. But there we have it in the slot. And then to get it out, you push it in, it springs out, and then you can grab it. And last but not least are the more common type of configuration that we see in mobile routers. Now in this particular case, this router has 2 cellular modems, and each modem has 2 SIM slots for a total of 4 slots. Now you can see the slots are oriented like pancakes on top of each other, and what's not intuitive is that the metal contacts that contact the part of the SIM here for each slot are facing towards the middle between the slots. So if you're using the top slot, you want to have the contacts facing down like that, and it clicks in just like we've explained before and clicks out. But if you're using the lower slot, then it goes the opposite way with the contacts facing up and clicks in like that. Now in all cases with this, the notch is going to go inside the device. The notch won't be facing out. So again, if you're in the top one, you put it in with the contacts facing down toward the other slot, and you do the opposite for the bottom one. Now, if you get a device where it's kind of confusing or you don't really know, sometimes you can shine a light into these slots there and you can see the contacts that will make contact with the chip here on the SIM card, and you can use that to help determine which way to orient the SIM card when you put it in. So that's just a quick tip on how to orient SIM cards when you're using them in various types of devices. We also have a much more in-depth video on SIM cards generally, which goes over the different sizes of SIM cards, eSIM, and everything else about SIM cards. So check that out if you want some more in-depth information.
These videos are brought to you by our premium members, our mobile internet aficionados. They make it possible for us to track this news and create these videos. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, or better yet, consider becoming a member yourself.